Hello, my name is Chastity Smith, and today I wanted to discuss with you the proper way to castrate a young male goat, also known as a kid. Throughout North Carolina and the United States, goats can be used in the production of meat and dairy products. In North Carolina, there are approximately 58,000 meat goats and 7,700 dairy goats. In recent years, there has been a decline in the goat population due to various health problems and parasites caused by North Carolina's humid and moist climate. The two most common meat goats in North Carolina are the South African boar and the American Kiko. The boar has a brown head and white body, and originated from South Africa, hence its name. It was brought to the United States in the mid-1990s. The Kiko is a New Zealand native and comes in a variety of colors. Both of these meat goats experience feet problems due to the moist soil here in North Carolina, but it is less common in the Kiko. There are both advantages and disadvantages regarding the castration process. Some advantages include decreased aggression towards pets and humans, territorial behavior is reduced, health risk is reduced, and unintended pregnancy to female goats are prevented. Although the disadvantages aren't as numerous, one of the most common concerns is not being able to breed the male goat with other female goats. There are various processes to castrate a male kid. These include the bordezo, knifing, and elastration. The bordezo method is used to crush the blood supply and the spermatic cord. With knifing, an incision is made into the scrotum of the male kid. By doing so, you will sever the spermatic cord by cutting it. The most common and humane one is the one I will show you today, which is elastration or banding. With banding, you will use a tool referred to as an elastrator. This tool is simple to use and recommended for first-time users or beginners. This tool simply applies a rubber band around the testes and scrotum, cutting off the blood supply, leading to the falling off of the testicles. There are many things to consider when deciding to castrate a male kid. These include age, production of the animal, the effects the goat will have on the farm, and so forth. Oftentimes, the male goat may cause unintended pregnancy, causing the farmer or producer to resume financial risk. To prevent this, those uncastrated need to be housed separately, causing once again financial risk. Also, it prevents aggressive behavior in goats. Oftentimes, they will start headbutting one another. It is recommended to castrate a goat shortly after the testes drop or up to 4 weeks of age. This prevents the goat from growing abnormally. As with any other animal, there are risks. One being the goat may develop urinary stones. This may prevent the urethra from developing fully. Also, castrating at a young age causes little discomfort. When going through the process, the young goat will experience a little discomfort at first, but will grow used to the feeling of the elastic band being around his testicles. When castrating at an older age, restraining the animal may be more difficult. Also, there is an increased risk of discomfort and health problems. Generally, farmers only retain one intact male, referred to as a buck. This single buck is used to breed with other female goats on the farm, thus keeping a strong genetic heritage. What you need for the illustration process is simple. First, you will need an illustrator. Secondly, you'll need someone to help you restrain the goat, because he will buck trying to escape the discomfort. Lastly, you'll need to retain the male kid you need to castrate. Although the process is fairly simple, you must still be careful when conducting this form of castration. There are 5 simple steps to ensure the proper castration of the male kid. Step 1. It is important to have an assistant help you restrain the male kid. Although it has been conducted by one person, it is not recommended and extremely difficult. The male kid will buck due to unfamiliar sensation. If completed alone, this could injure not only you, but the male kid as well. Also, it would cause unnecessary discomfort and pain to the animal. Step 2. You should always ensure the rubber band is properly placed on the illustrator and that the illustrator is working properly. You can test the equipment by squeezing the handle to ensure it stretches the band. Step 3. Once you know the illustrator is working properly, you can start administering the castration process. Simply squeeze the handle, expanding the rubber band, and apply it to the male kid. Step 4. Place the rubber band around the scrotum and testes of the male kid. You may have to use your other hand to pull the two through the rubber band. Doing so decreases the discomfort of the animal and ensures an effective castration. Be careful of the teats and penis present. We do not want the two to be inside the rubber band with the scrotum and testes, or it will cause injury and health problems. Also, as a warning, the male kid will move rapidly in a bucking position, trying to escape you and your partner's grasp. Step 5. Release the rubber band by pushing it off of the illustrator onto the male kid. Try to get as close to the body cavity as possible to ensure a successful castration process. This method is simple and effective. By cutting off the blood supply to the scrotum and testes, you are ensuring a non-blood induced procedure that is effective in preventing hormone production and breeding with female goats. It takes approximately 10 to 14 days for the scrotum and testes to fall off, but it is a painless process and the most humane. In conclusion, castrating a male kid is vital for many farmers. Whether the goat be used for meat or milk production, you can ensure unwanted breeding is not occurring within your herd or farm. There are various methods you can use, from borzido to illustration, or as we called it, banding. All of these methods are effective, but for beginners or those who want a bloodless process with little pain, illustration is the most common. By cutting the blood supply, hormones are not going to produce an aggressive goat that induces breeding or which would injure other goats by headbutting. By using the 5 simple steps I showed you, one can ensure a successful castrating process. With that, I would like to thank you for watching my PowerPoint presentation and hope you are successful when conducting this process. Always ensure not only your safety, but the safety of your animals. Make sure you monitor the male kid after the process is complete to ensure no health issues are occurring. Thank you again and have a great day.